Hello everybody, today I'm going to talk to you about why I refuse to hate
Marshmello.
I work hard every motherfucking day, yeah.
Now, I know why some people, and actually a lot of people, are probably going to disagree with me on a lot of these things, but I'm going to run through right now why I understand why people are going to kind of feel like that. A lot of people don't like Marshmello because they feel like he's become a little bit more pop now versus how he got his roots in EDM. A lot of people feel like he kind of over-commercialized EDM, and the big reason they feel that way is because he sells a lot of products in stores. He's got Halloween costumes for kids that dress up as him. You can buy his stuff on Amazon and Walmart. Basically, his merch extends past like band t-shirts and other music-related items that are common at merch tables like wristbands and whatnot. Like you can buy Marshmello coffee cups, birthday party sets, and etc, etc. A lot of people don't like that he's basically kind of associated as a kid brand or as like a mascot, something akin to Disney at this point. Basically that his brand associates him as more of a character than an actual person or an actual producer DJ, that he's more of almost a fictional character. Now, another reason why people don't necessarily like him, who are more hardcore and traditionalist DJs or ravers, you would say, is a lot of people have kind of said, or I should say heavily speculated, that he pre-records almost all of his sets. And they believe this due to just how at one point his live show is and how you have fireworks going off, smoke machines going off, fire, pyro kind of things happening at certain shows. The visuals are almost perfectly lined up. And there's really not that much footage of him out there actually messing up a live set. Which, I don't know, maybe he just is that fucking good. I mean, if you DJ that much, honestly, you probably are.
Marshmello improvise live. In certain situations, mostly club settings, I'll improvise. It's a little tougher for the live shows, for festivals, stuff like that, because we have a whole show kind of choreographed to certain songs. I'll improvise maybe a little bit here and there, but mostly in Vegas, every single time it's different, you know, because fans might be feeling house more, so I'll play longer house music, or fans might like the rap, trap, stuff like that, so I'll play longer that, so it all depends, but yeah, I guess my answer to this is yes, definitely improvise.
Another thing that maybe a select number of people in the whole EDM culture might not like about him is his kind of feud and beef with deadmau5. Another helmet-wearing, characterized music producer, DJ, whatever the hell you want to call it, persona and or figure. Basically, the story, as I'm aware of it, was that he kept tagging deadmau5 in a bunch of things on Twitter, kind of to garner his fans to his Twitter page, and I guess that pissed off deadmau5 at some point, and ever since then, the two of them have basically just been throwing shots at each other over the internet.
I'm close, but I'll tell you what, Marshmello ain't gonna fucking do it.
I do fight Marshmello? No, he'd hire a fucking ghost boxer.
Do I have a mic in the head? What am I, fucking Marshmello? I don't need no fucking mic. At least my audience isn't fucking stupid enough to know when fucking to put their hands up and when not to. Put your hands up! Guys, you hear all these drums? Get ready for the drop. Oh, just so you don't know, guys, the drop's coming up. Just thought I'd give you a heads up. I'm gonna count it down for you, you fucking idiots. I know you're all like fucking 80 IQ, so ready? 1, 2, 3.
So now that I'm done talking about all the reasons why, at least from my perspective, it seems people don't like him, I'm going to talk about why I refuse to hate Marshmello and why I like him. But first, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and all of that good stuff, because I want to keep making videos for you guys. Numero fucking uno. I fuck with the music. Now, I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea, and especially older people might not really fuck with this type of music, but I really kind of like what it is. I like that it's something that's a little bit more upbeat, happy, feel-good kind of music. I like that he works with all these different artists, too. I like that he works with Spanish artists, hip-hop artists,
I don't fit in, I'm a stranger.
rock and roll, post-hardcore artists. It's like he diversifies basically the type of music he puts out. He doesn't just stay in one particular section, and I really like that. And I also kind of, on the other side of the coin, while he's been doing all these remixes and like collaboration songs with all these other artists, he still every once in a while drops an album that's more of like a traditional Marshmello-esque album versus like his like hip-hop production and his pop records and all the other stuff that he seems to put out with other people. That, at least to me, shows that he cares about both sides of his audience, like the more traditionalist people who used to listen to him when he first came up, and the people who kind of probably found him through more of the pop and hip-hop oriented side of it. Now, another big reason I fuck with Marshmello is honestly his shows are really fucking fun. High energy, lots of lights, pyro, people dancing, having a good time. They feel more positive and uplifting. Plus, there's a lot of people who are actually singing the songs because he's done a lot of pop records, and when he plays them, everyone, of course, knows all the words. Which adds a certain feel to any crowd when literally almost every single person is screaming or singing at the top of their lungs. It's just a good feeling. It's just all in all a good time. Now, to get more personal about Marshmello, or should I say the guy underneath the helmet and his team, a big reason I fuck with this guy is it doesn't seem like he's all about the money. Now, let me explain that, because we do know he is one of the highest paid DJs in the world. But let me break this down for you. The guy has a record of many and sizable charitable donations that he's done. Now, I know some people don't like it when people talk about their donations, and I get that and I understand, but me personally, if somebody rich is giving somebody who is in a more dire circumstance money, I'm gonna back them up, because, you know, not everybody does that. And I know some people are like, well, he should just give the money and not talk about it, and it's like he's showing off. Yeah, but at the same time, he has such a social media and popular presence in the world, he can kind of draw eyes to whatever issue he's donating towards, which would then allow more people to donate towards that issue that, you know, he probably actually cares about. And even if he is just some rich asshole trying to get brownie points, at least this money is still getting donated to people who need it. So either way, whether he's actually a dick or if he's actually a nice person, the little guy still wins. Now, another reason I think he's not too all about the money is because in 2016 or 17, I'm trying to remember, Marshmello played a show at the Mosaic nightclub, which is in Baltimore, Maryland, which is where I'm from. And this is 3 days after he played a giant arena thing where I believe it was just him and one other artist. So you know he was taking home pretty much most of that money. Meaning he went from playing in front of an audience that was around 20 to 30,000 people to the show that he came to in my city, which was a 500 cap venue. Which to me is nice because it shows that he's still willing to play these smaller shows. And that show actually that it was at was actually free. Now, I don't know if the radio station booked him or the nightclub booked him, but they were just giving out tickets for free to go to this show, which was really nice and crazy to think of because, again, he's already playing arenas at this point, and just to, you know, be able to, the guy literally, walked past everybody to get to the stage that was in this nightclub. There wasn't even, a green room back hallway where he could get there. He had to literally walk with security through the middle of the club to get up onto the little stage they had there, and that was just kind of cool seeing somebody of that size and caliber doing that. So for me, he basically just gets brownie points for keeping it real and keeping it cool. And on that note, I will extend it to .com. Is Marshmello.com.
I heard he wears a mask because he's missing an eye.
I heard he wears a helmet, honestly, because he's ugly as shit.
Probably, I don't know. But talking about why I refuse to hate Marshmello, and in this instance, if he is .com, would refuse to hate .com, is when I saw .com in 2014, he was on tour with Breathe Carolina and Candyland. They were doing a bunch of sold out shows. But I guess the show in Maryland just didn't sell that much because I think there was only 100, 150 people in the venue that could hold 2,000 to 3,000. And when he came out, he played his fucking heart out.
Yo, how you guys feeling? You guys having fun?
He played it as if there were a million people jumping in the crowd and being nice and, being a showman. And not all the acts that were there that night seemed as if they were as happy to be there as he was. I guess because, you know, the energy in the room's not as exciting when there's only like 100, 150 people and there's a lot of space where people could be standing. Like, basically, there was only 3 rows of people. And that to me just shows good character, that even though, you know, you're probably not getting paid as much as you are your other shows and you didn't draw as much of a crowd there, he was still willing to give it his all and give it like a full performance versus just like a half-assed, hi everybody, like, let's just do this. And honestly, that's pretty much it. I don't really want to overcomplicate it. Basically, he's the big guy in the room. Everyone sees him. They know his brand, and he gets a lot of shit for it. But I think just based off of his behavior that I have seen and how he conducts himself live and in interviews and how other artists that actually know what he looks like underneath the helmet speak about him, he just seems like an average guy that's making music. And that to me, it's like, it just doesn't deserve the hate that he gets. And honestly, in my opinion, most of it's just because he's an easy target because, you know, he's a guy with a bucket on his fucking head. So yeah, I hope you guys liked that video. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell, blah, 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 blah. Bye.
That's just my opinion, man.